It's day 19, and as I look at my bed, I realize it's been whole days since the mandatory 2-week grieving period has passed, and it's time for that bed to be warm when I get into it at night. There's many attributes I could be looking for in a partner. There's strength. You want someone who's independent that you don't have to carry, and can perhaps carry you if the mood is right. There's perception. While I may only have 2 points of perception, those 2 points want to like what they see. There's endurance, because you don't want to be left wanting more. There's charisma, and if someone wants to wear a dress, that's their prerogative. Agility always keeps things interesting. Intelligence, not that big an issue, considering I can't even spell the word special. And then there's luck. Well, luck is a bit of a foregone conclusion, because they're getting me. But more than any of those things, what I genuinely want, in my heart, what I need from my partner, is an easy lay.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Well, you're pretty, and you can transform food into warmth. So you're everything I've always wanted.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
You know, your public occurrences should have scientific articles.
I wouldn't hold your
Never
breath.
met our readers, have you?
So while we're here, let's have a look at that shotgun. So when I was looking at it yesterday, what I didn't realize was that this thing isn't upgraded at all. Now, I don't have any adrenaline right now, so 156. Compare that to Righteous Authority at 84. So this thing is actually immensely powerful. The problem is, it's a VATS gun, and I already have 2 VATS guns. So realistically, I'd have to replace at least one of them. I can't be carrying around 3 VATS guns, and it was never going to be Righteous Authority. This thing is just too good. It's better than Deliverer. That's not to say Deliverer isn't good. Deliverer is excellent, but Righteous Authority is better. The reason I've been keeping around Deliverer is because I was worried that I was going to run out of microfusion cells. As you can see, 515 there. The amount of microfusion cells I have, despite the fact I've been using this, hasn't been going down. It's been going up. If I'm comparing the Relentless Combat Shotgun to the Deliverer, what strikes me is that I should probably not be carrying either of them. They're both nice to haves, but not needs to have. We're going to get rid of both of them. So on the way to Bunker Hill, where I plan on selling everything, there's a cemetery. And it's a great place to get tub flowers, but it's also a great place for a send-off for Deliverer. Oh yeah, and I picked up the first rank of Idiot's font.
hadn't come to that.
So that's pretty much the exact reason to have deliver, but keeping a whole bunch of ammunition around for that. Oh wow. Um, Game, you are teasing me with epics and sorry, legendaries. That is an incredible weapon. We'll have to talk about that in a bit, but wow. So here we are, and
All roots and rumors
given
lead
that
to
it's a
Bunker
big
Hill.
trade, let's pop some great mentats. I feel weak. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. Um, okay, well, well, that was a costly great mentats.
Hey there.
I fixed up most of what's here myself, so it's all guaranteed. Unless you need to return it.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
See something you like, buy it. My stock moves fast.
So the reason I came here, I actually thought that I'd be getting both of these, but it turns out my right leg is already combat armor. So the only difference between these two is that this is a heavier version of combat armor, and I don't actually need a heavier version of combat armor. That just weighs more, right? Yes, it weighs more and does the exact same thing, and I don't need the extra resistance, so the chest piece. Now this weighs a fair bit more than, where are we? Yes, it weighs a fair bit more, but I can probably, oh, this is strength and endurance, whereas this is agility and perception. But this is combat armor, and I do want combat armor for a reason that we can get to at another point. So this is our new combat armor. It's using the shadowed texture. The mod that I have for armor lets me change the look of the armor without it actually being that. So while it has the shadowed texture, which I think looks pretty good, it's actually the very basic one because I wanted to lower the weight as much as possible. Let's take a look at our hunting rifle. Now, there's no two ways about this. Obviously, we're going calibrated powerful. That's in most cases, that's actually going to be better than the 50 cal. We don't need the ported barrel, so let's go with the long light. We actually don't really need a stock on this because repeat shots are not going to be as big a deal, I think. Standard magazine will be just fine. I'd rather have something better, but they all weigh more. Let's go with the basic combat scope because these have a big effect on bats. And definitely a suppressor, no two ways about that. And I think that's our rifle. Let's see. Where are we?
Walk and talk boring. Humans should fight.
5 vat shots? That's not too bad for something like this. Yeah, I think that's it.
Move along.
So, with all that housework out of the way, we're arriving at Diamond City to get this day started.
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Yeah, it sounds like every city in our time, too. Let's go talk to Valentine.
Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Metal detective delivery. At your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on a
Another
detective
fedora.
hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is
Completed.
in the
Sit
details.
down.
Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
You notice, I think I got this this mod working properly.
There was a man and a
Still
woman.
looks kind of weird
and
though.
They didn't say much,
Kind of cluttered.
but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. What else can you tell me?
My husband was murdered. He was just trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
You know, this should just be a general conversation. There's not really much need
We're
for
looking for my baby, Sean. He's
for it
less
to
than
make
a
me
year
go
old.
through all these.
Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
So what this mod does do is tell me what are interrogatives and what will actually press this forward. This all winds up in the same place.
One of them came right up to me. Bald head, scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No. They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Maybe it's another kidnapped kid.
Yeah, either that or he's got a son of his own. Not a comforting thought in any case. Both of them vanished a while ago. Haven't been heard or seen since. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am. didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance?
Heard you bested
Bad
Valentine.
news. He's
Good
more
work.
than just a mercenary.
Most sense
He's a
scared the hell out of me, but
professional.
Nicky,
Quick,
he ain't like those
clean,
Institute psychos.
thorough. Has no enemies because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
You know, it's a funny thought. With the drive for revenge that a parent that's lost their child, it's very possible at this point that a character could lead me to think it's someone just because they'd like to see me take revenge.
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? Let's see if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Lock's really strong.
So technically it would let me.
No luck?
That'd be cheating.
Guess we'll need to find the key.
Nick,
We can't get through that door. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
You know, you take the platform. Of course, Piper's going to show up in that elevator a second from
The
now.
mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
never mind. Sorry for bothering you.
Have a nice day.
I was actually trying to push the
No
one
funny
beneath that,
business
but
around the mayor. Got it?
Ah, yes. I remember you. Our new arrival. I wish I was in your shoes, getting to see our glorious city for the first time. How can I help you?
he seems nice enough, Piper.
A man named Kellogg used to live in this city. I need to search his house.
I see. Well, whatever reasons you have, I take my citizens' privacy very seriously. Even after they've left. I can't allow you to invade someone else's home. That's all there is to it.
Please, Mayor McDonough. This man Kellogg kidnapped my baby. I need to find him.
Oh, of course. I will do everything in my power to help you overcome this horrible personal tragedy. I remember Mr. Kellogg. Didn't like him myself. Paranoid. Never talked to anyone. I doubt you'll find him. But I insist you take the key to his old house. It's been abandoned, though. I'm afraid this whole thing might be fruitless.
So you notice Piper liked it when I leveraged my tragedy to get what I wanted, and thing is, that speaks to Piper quite a bit. Is he? Well,
Why can't I feel my leg?
because you just jumped off a ledge, Piper. Well, there goes a stim pack. Thing is, when it comes to respecting people's privacy, that shouldn't be a conditional thing. It should be a yes or no question.
Good luck with McDonough. Just, watch yourself around him, okay?
Hey, swata, swata, swata!
It's little things like you would think that what's going on here is completely legit. Him giving me the key, but little differences in philosophy that can make all the
Hey,
difference.
Valentine.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Yeah, he left a whole bunch of loot. Not so much loot, junk.
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like... Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
What you got? I wouldn't say this is all of Merc's favorite things, but we're gonna take it all. Go into total vacuum mode
Hey,
here.
Valentine.
Well, look at that. All of Kellogg's favorite things.
Move, Nick.
Check out what's on that table.
I'm trying to check out what's over here because I'm gonna sell it.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, cigars, San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Yeah, the game engine wasn't designed for it.
Goodbye, Nick.
Hopefully not forever. I want to see you and your kids safe and sound when you get back. Good luck. Anytime you need help, just come knocking.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Get Kellogg, boy. Take me to that son of a bitch.
Bit of an ironic thing to say to a dog. Okay, so where are we here? Gideon's Font 2.
No funny business.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can
Let's see what you have.
feel free to test the grips.
See, what happened there was exactly why you don't just hand out keys. For all he knows, I don't actually have any sort of kidnapped son. I just went into Kellogg's house, took all his stuff, and then sold it in the market. And now, all the stuff that I didn't sell from looting Kellogg's house, I'm gonna head off to Hangman's Alley, drop off, and should be back momentarily.
Here the different raider groups are carving up Concord like Christmas turkey.
So that mission that it just showed started there. That's actually the start of Far Harbor, which we won't be getting into that in earnest, but I might actually head out there to get a couple of the side quests done at some point in the near future. We'll see. There's plenty for me to do here in the Commonwealth still before I get anywhere near even considering doing the main Far Harbor quest. Unless I change my mind. I think this is the first time we've been south of the Commonwealth, or south of Boston, isn't it?
San Francisco Sunlights. Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
No? Well, I guess we don't have to... I was gonna say didn't have to check to see if they'd be hostile, but... Well, this arm is working like a charm, isn't it?
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Guess we showed them.
What did we get? Good value to wait, but yeah, we definitely won't be using that. Robot armor, which is nothing special. Unfortunately, it's likely we're going to have to drop a lot of this. A whole lot of nothing on them. Plenty of junk, but where's our dog? What mission does it have set for me? Alright, dog. Gonna have to get used to my new hotkeys. I didn't see any legendaries amongst that, so I'm not going to bother searching them all.
Torn up by his own turret. Took out the targeting computer with one bullet. This guy's a crack shot. Bloody bandages. Dog meat can track this. Okay, boy. Let's track him. Looks like this one thought he'd get away. No such luck.
Which begs the question, how long ago exactly was this?
Really held your own there, Blue.
So that was our new sniper rifle.
Better in our hands anyway.
A never-ending laser rifle. Because of course lasers can be just about anything. Unlike, say, well, I suppose like a pipe rifle can become a pipe pistol if you wanted to. A laser rifle can be a laser pistol, can be a laser machine gun, can be just about, well, it could be anything laser, and that's
This is normal for other journalists.
so what that means is effectively I can have any type of laser weapon And the never-ending perk means that you never have to reload it. Basically, all of your rounds are loaded into it once. And that can be very good on a machine gun, or I've seen people luck out and get it on double-barreled shotguns, which means you can just keep shooting and shooting. Um, on a laser rifle, well, it would have to replace Relentless Authority.
Hey, dog meat's got something. See anything?
I can't possibly see it replacing Relentless Authority.
Somebody didn't want to get snuck up on here. A decoy, huh? Clever.
Piper. Perhaps I will try changing the sight later. I'm not a fan of the dot and the circle. It strikes me as redundant.
What was that?
A lot of legendaries today.
Wish it hadn't come to that.
Good boy. Although you're dragging him out of my shot. Really using the wrong gun right now. So Chameleon, Chameleon's not really my cup of tea, but it is combat armor. And there's a reason why I'm trying to switch all my gear off to combat armor, but not at the expense of decent legendaries. Although my left leg might already be combat armor. Oh, you can't see it from here. Although having the same resists against both kinetic and energy suggests that it's combat armor.
Or...
Another legendary. I gotta remember that I have a crit in hand, so I can use that with the hunting rifle. Gold watch, eh?
Now, don't start what you can't finish! Didn't know when to quit, did they?
Huh. Another left leg. Good value, but sharp is... Yeah, we're not going to be using sharp. One of these days I gotta come down and clear this place out. It's Ghoul City and it's just tons of experience waiting to happen.
Alert. Critical signs. Alert.
Bodyguard
Critical
robots
signs.
didn't fare too well. Doesn't look like a robbery. Must have just gotten in his way. This didn't do any good for him, did it? Not sure who started it, but
Extreme caution.
this traitor never stood a chance.
Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
You really got taken apart.
Critical systems non-functional. Hostile human. Too powerful.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
Lost the scent, boy? Another one of his stogies.
Oh, that's cute. So I show was detected. I wonder if that refers to dog meat.
What do you think, boy? Huh? Was this our man?
Alright, time for this rifle to shine. Remember, it does double damage to anything at full health. Which all of these turrets should be. Of course, I have to actually hit the target for it to work.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Is this the place? Huh? Is he in here, boy?
This is it, isn't it? Kellogg's here. All right, Blue. It's you and me. I think dog meat's earned some time off.
So let's clear out the outside of this place.
My hot plate's on the fridge. Damn turret still works after 200 years. Damn. Lost him. Right behind you.
Okay, well, with the turrets cleared out, let's see what we have inside. Ooh.
Excellent.
Those can really add up.
Hello. It would appear your attempt at stealth has failed.
Oh, Piper!
detected. Curious. Taken is under Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
Kiss it up!
Received from Kellogg. Destroy intruder.
I'm guessing I'm going to be leaving here with even more microfusion cells. I have to be picky with what I pick up in here
It
because...
would appear my target has disappeared.
What? That turret's live!
Taken. Eliminating hostile.
I have never seen a synth with a shotgun before.
Better than expected.
And I suppose my immediate reaction to a synth with a shotgun probably shouldn't have been run up to it.
Kellogg has ordered your termination.
The first moment I have that I'm not in danger, I'm going to have to stop and take a good look through through my inventory. There's too much valuable stuff here to be taking anything that's sort of kind of valuable. Piper, don't go running off. Although, here's my moment. This should be as good a place as any. So I dropped some meat. I don't like dropping meat, but again, I think this place is gonna load me up with
hostile sensor reading detected.
Other side's chained up.
like this place is gonna load me up, so I shouldn't. Piper, what have you done?
Possibly.
Is someone present? Initiate directive signal.
Still in one piece. Free for the taking. Instant. Should have backed down.
Kellogg's secure facility infiltrated. Termination required.
You know, I was gonna be methodical about how I went through here, Piper, but
Couldn't part with
if you
anything,
insist.
could they? Hey, something's out.
Must end your existence.
You picked on the wrong people today. Still in one piece.
Wait, didn't I just level up? Well, rank 3 of Idiot Savant. I'm not sure how often this happens, but we're gonna take it. And that's all our ranks of Idiot Savant.
Wandering through places like this is how people end up someone else's dinner.
Detecting stealth activity.
That is a great quote. What you got for me, Fox?
Got it.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Just when people are watching.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Ah, so that's the turret that Piper got earlier. How did you get here so quickly?
Is someone? I was in error. No enemy detected. I have detected you.
Hey! You're always on good behavior, aren't you?
Oh, is that Piper trying to talk to me? Oh. Oh, well, that's a mean thing to say.
Didn't realize I had been.
So this is you not even trying, huh? I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
Huh, no kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Well, you guys know I'm not entirely happy with what Piper does, but this is not the reason.
Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
You saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves. Because they knew the truth. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
So that was Piper's first foray into public activism. It was well motivated and well thought out, which may be a distinction from the way she goes about it in later times. I'll admit, this is my my second take on this, and that's because I felt inclined to go off in a big old political tirade, and let's not do that. This is a video game let's play, and while from time to time I may dabble into my own personal politics.
Please reveal yourself.
I'll try to stop myself from doing that.
Is someone present?
It doesn't do anything for the videos, I think.
Oh.
Whew. So, what'll take me a little bit to get used to is this sniper rifle. I'd like to get used to building up the crit meter with other guns and then using this sniper rifle for
My old
crits.
friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
If I can get in the habit of doing that, it has the potential to be incredible. It's definitely a late game gun, but I can't put it down and then pick it up later. So, and I can't just stuff it in my backpack and leave it there. It's using too much space for me to not actively be using it. And as such,
Sorry your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave.
so I have to find a use for it for now, or else it has to go. What this unfortunately means, though, is I've gone from having two VATS pistols, what's it called? This one that I always forget its name, Relentless Authority,
Never expected you
and
to come knocking on my
Deliverer.
door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
And now instead of having those two, I have effectively two sniper rifles. They are substantially different, but they're both very, very well. They're not very, very, but they're both long-range guns, with only minor differences. I guess the biggest distinction is I have them set up to use different ammo. So at least that's a plus. They're not draining the same ammo pool. But as it currently stands, it is a redundancy. I don't need this and the Overseer's Guardian set up as a ranged rifle. And I am going to try to differentiate them. I'll probably put a longer range scope on the hunting rifle and a shorter range scope on the Guardian.
But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
Looks like I picked up some missiles. Four missiles.
Got it.
But indeed, the long-term plan is eventually I'm going to be picking up just a bunch of missiles sitting on a bed. Eventually I'm going to be picking up ranks of the commando perk, which make it so that automatic weapons become useful. And once that's the case, I can actually switch Overseer's Guardian.
If we're gonna dance, let's dance. Really held your own there, Blue.
I can switch Overseer's Guardian over to an automatic weapon, which will completely change its dynamic, and I think it makes a lot more sense to have the four weapons at that point. But the plan could certainly change. We'll see.
Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
I know you are still there. Sigma,
You see him?
protect Kellogg.
See, this is what this thing's for. Full health, crit. I believe that's going to be the better part of 400 damage when I manage to pull that off. Which is going to kill just about anything. I think most death claws will go down to 400 damage. How are we doing for weight? Yeah, we can suffer for a fusion core. Interesting place to stuff a Jangles the Moon Monkey.
Nice.
I forgot about that.
Hello? It would appear your attempt.
Hey! They're here!
Forgot I was still on the Guardian.
Still in one piece.
Well, so with this floor cleared and only a little bit to go, you probably weren't expecting me to call this at this point, but I see a whole bunch of beds and it's past midnight. So, with Fort Hagen found and presumably mostly cleared, we will be fighting Kellogg in the next episode. Presumably, unless I get killed. Oh, cigarettes are worth taking. But this will be the night for me. So I will see you then. Have a good one.